More people could soon be eligible to get help paying their student loans. The student loan forgiveness program is expanding, but it's a complicated process with hundreds of millions of dollars and millions of people potentially impacted. WCNC Charlotte's Michelle Bowden has been digging through the changes that are causing confusion.
We're talking about the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program, known to be so difficult and challenging in the past that only 2% of applicants actually ever got approved. But these changes are meant to fix that. But be warned, it's still a little complicated.
I will probably be paying off student loans for quite a long time.
Donna Graves is a working mom, a neurologist who spent almost an extra decade in school, and she's been practicing for 11 years. And yet she is still paying off her student loans.
My payment is over about 30 years. So essentially, you're talking about a little extra house payment.
But she never thought about applying for the loan forgiveness program until now.
It's always been described to me as being very cumbersome to apply for, and that the success rate is quite poor, and very challenging to work through the application process.
The process is finally changing. More people will be eligible to have their student loans paid off.
We're talking about millions of borrowers that could be affected by the expansion.
Will Coster is a financial planner who specializes in student loan repayment, and even he says it is complicated and only getting worse.
We're seeing a lot of changes in the student loan world.
There are strict requirements for the Public Service Loan Forgiveness expansion. To be eligible, you have to work for a qualified employer, meaning a government institution or a nonprofit, and that does include most doctors and teachers. You must have been continuing to make payments on your loans for at least 10 years, and one of the big changes, previously only direct loans qualified, now Family Federal Education or FFEL loans and Perkins loans will qualify. But it takes some doing to make that happen. And lastly, there's now more wiggle room on the type of repayment plan that qualifies.
The 30-year graduated or extended repayment plan is now counting towards public service loan forgiveness.
Meaning there's a good chance Donna and millions of others may soon get some much needed help with their student loans.
I'm hopeful and optimistic.
These changes are a lot to process, so some advice: you may want to check in with a financial advisor if you can. Also, we've got information on our website, and there are more changes to come. We promise we're going to stay on top of it and let you know as these things develop. Reporting in Charlotte, Michelle Bowden, WCNC Charlotte.